From KTVN, this is 2 News Nevada, Morning Edition.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Kyle Louder.
And I'm Faith Justice. So glad to be with you this morning, and so glad to be heading into some nice fall weather this weekend.
It's been warm this week. Not going to complain. It's been nice. But I think it's time for some fall weather to really enter the picture. So let's check in with meteorologist Barrett Vincent now. We're going to get some of that this weekend, Barrett?
Yes, we are. Check out areas in the blue. Is cooler air on the way.
Hey now, it's here.
It's going to be nice. We said it earlier, pumpkin patch weather maybe this weekend. Looking forward to that as temperatures will be dropping. That low is conducting the weather, and it is bringing on the cold front tonight and leaving cooler conditions in store to start out the weekend. But today we'll hold on to 70s. A few degrees cooler than yesterday as winds pick up more than yesterday as well. This is the trend that continues. 71 degrees out there for the high today with Tamsin with me for that dog walking forecast. Upper 60s out there throughout most of the afternoon. And that's what happens when we see lower 70s for the highs. Clear conditions to go about the morning with nice mild temperatures. 50s take over and continue as you get the kids out the door for school. This is a bit more mild compared to those 40s that we've been seeing so far this time of day this week. 71 degrees out there for the high as temperatures drop compared to yesterday and wind speeds pick up. Now for the weekend, check it out. 61 degrees with a 10-degree drop after that cold front presses through tonight. And we'll see those temperatures in the 50s for next week as we're under the influence of cool air on the way from a low pressure trough. More moisture starts to track in next week for chances for showers. Chilly conditions out there for Lake Tahoe. As far as those winds are concerned, we'll see these pick up ahead of that front, getting up to 15 to 20 miles an hour sustained here close to home. Areas like the Washoe Valley and parts of the Carson Valley and Virginia City seeing chances to get maybe 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts as these will be cranking up throughout the afternoon before calming down tomorrow with a cooling trend this weekend.
All right, Barrett, thank you. Starting in Crime Beat this morning, Sacramento police have arrested a man in connection to a homicide that happened in Sun Valley earlier this year. So the Washoe County Sheriff's Office says back on April 9th, deputies responded to Short Avenue near Gepford Park for a report of a medical emergency. Deputies determined the suspect, identified as 44-year-old Curtis Lee Williams, had attacked the victim, identified as 53-year-old Thomas Donahoe. Now, yesterday, detectives with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office took Williams into custody, and he's waiting to be brought back to Nevada, where he will be charged with murder. And Sparks police are looking for witnesses that may have any information that can help on a deadly shooting. This happened back on September 21st at a home on Lorena Street near Oddie Boulevard. Officers say someone shot and killed 20-year-old Brian Garcia. A 15-year-old girl was also shot, but she did survive. Police believe the shooting stemmed from a fight outside a party that night. So again, if you have any information that can help, please call Sparks Police. That number is 775-353-2231 or Secret Witness. That number is 775-322-4900.
California Highway Patrol has arrested 2 people accused of stealing $200,000 worth of Apple products from a truck stop in Sparks. Sparks police say it happened yesterday afternoon at the Alamo truck stop on East Gregg Street. Officers notified CHP to be on the lookout for a white van, and later in the day, CHP officers pulled over the van in Burbank. Officers say they found the stolen Apple products inside, and they also arrested the 2 people in the van. The identities of the suspects have not yet been released. A teenager is being charged with destruction of property after they allegedly kicked a front door last month. The Washoe County Sheriff's Office says the kick caused a crack in the door and broke a lock. Deputies arrested the 15-year-old after looking at home surveillance footage.
And we'll take a look around the nation now. A grand jury has indicted New York Attorney General Letitia James. She's being charged with 1 count of bank fraud and 1 count of making false statements to a financial institution. The 5-page indictment alleges that James made false statements related to her 2020 purchase of a home in Norfolk, Virginia, to secure more favorable interest rates. Now, James denies any wrongdoing and in a video statement says she will aggressively fight these charges that she calls a weaponization of the justice system.
These charges are baseless, and the president's own public statements make clear that his only goal is political retribution at any cost.
Well, last year, Letitia James secured a civil judgment of hundreds of millions of dollars against then former President Donald Trump and his businesses for fraudulently inflating the value of real estate assets. But an appeals court later tossed out that judgment. And last month, President Trump publicly urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to look into James.
And coming up on 2 News Nevada.
Senators have left Washington, D.C. for the weekend as the government shutdown enters its 10th day. Why one prominent Republican says she is siding with the Democrats on this issue. That's after the break.
Fall into relaxation at